Hello everyone.
Hello.
Tristan here, and I'm here with a bit of a different video this time. I made my own mod for Minecraft.
This man is a maniac.
Agreed. So the mod is called Turing Complete, and it is obviously loosely based on the game Turing Complete that I've been obsessed with for the past couple months. And basically what it does now is it adds 12 blocks to the game as of now, version 1.2.0. And these 12 blocks either have no functionality like this one, or it has some special functionality that we will cover. Yeah, let's get into so this is obviously a mod showcase where I showcase my mod. I am fantastic at intros. Let's get into it. All right, so we start off with the logic. What is this? Logic base plate. The logic base plate is what the first gate is made with. So you craft it by putting 3 smooth stone slabs in the bottom like this, though you can also just put them like that, and you get 12 logic base plates. And these logic base plates are blocks. They are, yeah, they're a crafting material. I mean, you can use them for decoration. They don't look great. They exist. They're there. They're mostly just there for you to craft your first gate. You take your logic base plate, you slap them on the bottom like this. You put redstone dust here. That's incorrect. You put redstone dust there, torches there.
I'm going to look out the window for a second. Be right back.
You do that. And then you get 3 NAND gates. Now, the NAND gate is over here. The NAND gate allows you to make, as it were, every other gate. The NAND gate has functionality that it will output a redstone signal if both inputs are not both inputs are on. So it will keep outputting until both levers are on, and then it turns off. Hello there.
Everybody outside appears to still be speaking, so I think I'm okay for now.
Fantastic.
They
Okay.
know I was in the war city.
Apparently you are.
No.
All right, so the NAND gate, if both inputs are on, then it's off, and otherwise it remains on. This gate allows you to basically create any other gate. What are you doing?
I know. Just felt like it needed a body.
Okay. So, if I take the NAND gate and I hook it up with some redstone, if I do this, then now I've created a NOT gate, as you can see. If I flick the output is just not input. So if I flick it on, then the output is off. If I flick it off, then the output is on. This is also how you craft the NOT gate. If you grab redstone dust, put it in a C formation, I guess, and grab the NAND gate and put it in the middle, you get your NOT gate, and you get 2 of them. And that is this one over here. Input gets inverted. Nothing really special there. However, the combination of these 2 gates allows you to go for other gates. So, for example, the next gate is the OR gate, meaning we need either input to be on for the output to be on. Doesn't matter. As long as one of them is on, at least one of them, it will output. So, how do you make this? Well, you grab your NAND gate with redstone dust, and you simply NOT the inputs. So now, if either one of them is on, like an OR gate, then you get an output. So that is the OR gate, and that is therefore how you craft the OR gate. With 2 NOT gates into redstone dust into in a NAND gate is the OR gate.
And what's the next gate?
The next gate is the AND gate. I think you can guess this one. It's just the opposite of the NAND. So all you need to do...
It's an AND and NOT.
Yeah, where did my NOT go? Whatever.
No problem. I have it.
Excellent. So here you go. Only if both inputs are on do you get an output. And that is an AND gate. So here you go. AND gate. The next one is the NOR gate. The NOR gate is the opposite of... actually, I'll quickly show you the AND recipe. Again, just redstone, redstone, NAND, NOT gate. And then you get an AND gate. Pretty simple stuff. All right. Then, the NOR gate outputs if neither input are on. If one of them is on, or both, then you don't get an output. So, the way you craft that is obviously the same as the OR gate. Like this. This was the OR gate. And then you just invert that signal. And now it is a NOR gate.
So the crafting recipe is 1 NAND and 3 NORs.
Oh, I don't have enough. There we
It's
go.
on page 2?
Yeah, no, I didn't have enough NOT gates.
Yeah.
So it is just 3 NOT gates, 1 NAND, and 2 redstone dust. For the NOR gate. And as you can see with this mod, one downside is things get confusing really quickly. The XOR gate is really interesting. It outputs if exclusively one of the inputs is on. So as you can see, if nothing is on, it doesn't output. If one of them is on, it outputs. And if both are on, it does not output. So you are building this off-center, dude.
Oh. What?
You don't need to space it out like this either.
I tried.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And there we go. There we go. This is a XOR gate. This is not very intuitive, but this is the crafting recipe. So as you can see, that redstone dust turns on if one of the inputs is on and not both.
What I mean, Tristan, it's the most intuitive form of a XOR gate for NAND gates.
It's true, but probably
it's the most basic form of a XOR gate for NANDs.
It's probably easier to just like do this, where you not one input. Wait, I can just not in this direction. Redstone dust there, lever there, and lever here.
Yeah. Way more intuitive than for NAND gates.
Yeah. So here, as you can see, this also functions as well because this AND gate makes sure that this one is not on for this AND gate. So if this one is on, this one is off, then you get that one outputting. If the other one, then that AND gate turns on, turning on the OR gate. If that isn't the case, then neither AND gate will output, therefore you don't get an output. That is also a XOR gate, but this one is the one I am replicating in my crafting recipe. So if you go over to the crafting table, you try to find a XOR gate, it is just 4 NANDs and a redstone dust in the middle. Then we're getting to the last gate of version 1.0.0 of my mod, which I've been busy, I've added more. This is the XNOR gate. Now, obviously it does the opposite of the XOR gate. It is on unless one of the inputs, exactly one of the inputs is on. So if both are on, then you get an output, and if neither are on, you also get an output. But if one of them is on, you don't. The way you craft this one, super easy, barely an inconvenience. I've made that joke before. You just...
It's just a XOR with an NOT gate, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, perfect.
So you just do this, and then you just knot it. And there you go. Beautiful. XNOR. So again, you go over here. The XNOR is just a NOT gate with a XOR. There you go, XNOR. It's really not that complicated. All right. That was that. Now we get into version 1.1 of my mod. What are you doing over there?
Nothing.
Fantastic. All right, we start off with the 3 AND gate. The 3 AND gate is pretty simple. It is off unless all inputs are on. So the way you do this is just AND with this and this input, and then here you have this input that you just put into another AND. and then this would be your 3 AND. So it is only on if all 3 inputs are on.
Yep.
That makes sense. So this was a bit more difficult to do in a crafting recipe, but the 3 AND is 2 redstone dust over here, leading into the first AND gate, or like into, yeah, I don't know. It's a bit vague, okay? But there you go. It requires 2 AND gates. It requires some redstone. It still makes sense. That's the 3 AND gate. There you go. Next up is the 3 OR gate. The 3 OR gate, as you can guess, any of the inputs can be on for the output to be on. I forgot to put redstone dust there. And it is exactly the same as this thing. Oh. Wait, but this doesn't work. This is not a 3 AND, dude.
Don't worry.
You're an idiot. I mean,
what
you could do is
about it, and then I realized.
I feel like what you could do is just this, and then now it is a 3 AND.
Yeah. You just need 3 AND gates to make the 3 ANDs.
Alternatively, you just be smart about it, and you just do this. This is actually really compact. I love this. There you go, 3 AND, and then the same for the OR.
Huh.
There you go. There you go. Any of these can be on for an output. That is the 3 OR. So the 3 OR gate is basically crafted the exact same way as the 3 AND gate. If I can find it, it's not here. Oh, no, it's there. 3 OR, same thing as the 3 AND. There you go. Okay, well, that concludes version 1.1 of my mod. Now on to 1.2, which is the last 2 blocks. Alright, next up is the switch. The switch, basically, it has a back input and a side input, and the side input is the enable, which is signified by this little plus that I've made on the texture. So if the enable is off, then the gate does nothing. Doesn't matter what you do in the back, nothing happens. If you enable it, then it will propagate through whatever signal comes through the back, on or off. Note that this thing does not care about signal strength. If you fill in a 13, it will fill out. It'll give a 15. It is purely about on and off. So that is the switch. I don't think I made a crafting recipe for that. If I haven't, then that is something for me to... Oh, I did! I did make a crafting recipe for it. Wow!
Sometimes my genius. It even frightens myself.
Alright, so the switch is right here. The switch is also, as the item suggests, known as the tri-state buffer. I need to update the name of that item. Or like it's tri-state, but whatever, I'll patch that. And the crafting recipe here is 1 redstone torch, 3 redstone dust, and a redstone comparator. Because if I go over here, if I want to make a tri-state buffer in normal redstone, that would be like this. So there we go. Now nothing happens because the enable is off. And then if I enable it, now the signal goes through. So as you can see, this makes perfect sense. Torch, redstone, 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 comparator. That's it. So that is the switch. Your horse is bothering me. Get out of here. All right. Finally, we're at the final block, and then I can get into some applications of these blocks. Ignore the crystal.
Don't worry about it.
So, finally, we have the 1-bit memory cell. As you can see, this thing also has an enable signal. And again, if you don't enable it, it doesn't do anything. If you do enable it, then it is in save mode. Therefore, you can input a 1 or a 0, and it will save that result. And then if you update it again, then it will save the next result, which in this case was 0. And then if I flick it on again and quickly save, then it will save the 1 again. Yeah, that's pretty much the memory cell. The way you would make a memory cell in normal Redstone is also how I've made you make it, I guess, in Redstone, I believe, if I am correct. Like this. So if the enable is not on, then it won't save. And then if I leave this one on and power it, then now it is saved. So now if I unpower it and unpower this input lever, then it will have saved the result right here. And then again, if I enable, then it will save the next result. So if I head all the way back to the crafting table, the 1-bit memory cell is just Redstone. This is the save line, or like the value that you're trying to save. And then this is the enable line blocking the Redstone repeater from saving. And that is the memory cell. That is all the blocks that my mod adds. Before we move on, as you may have noticed, my gates do in fact feed into each other. So with this, for an example, the NOT gate can directly take the output of another gate. So you don't have to put redstone dust in between. It is not limited to just redstone dust. You can also just put gates right next to each other to take their input and output. Now into some applications of these gates. I don't have a whole lot, but I have a couple, just to show you what you could do with this mod. The first application, I'm sure you have all noticed with a iron door, it is very annoying to have levers on the side because you have to kind of do this or whatever this is. You know, to kind of awkwardly move around. 2 levers on each side of a door doesn't really work. Luckily, we have the Zor gate.
Perfect application for it.
Exactly. If you flick this lever, now the door is open because one of the inputs is on. And if you then flick the other one, oh, I accidentally flicked it twice. Then both inputs are on. XOR gate says no, because only one of them is allowed to be on for an output, so the output is off, so the door closes. So this means that you can independently open and close the door from each side. So this is a super simple application of the XOR gate. Next up, we have the NOT gate applied. So this is a very, very known. This is a very well-known door. It is a 2x2 flush door. I have trapped Joshua in a wall.
Hello there.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh,
did it wrong. There we go.
See ya. Normally, you would do this, and you need an on signal. But now with the NOT gate, you can just invert that. So you can just have it closed by default, and then you need to power it to turn it off, or open it, as you would expect from a door. That is a very simple application of a NOT gate. Next up, I have the application of an AND gate. So here I have set up a button system where both buttons give a very short pulse. What?
There was a button here and I pressed
it.
And now it's continuously open.
Yeah, exactly. That was the point.
Nice.
Let's say you have this is a wall, right? And
technical difficulties.
You want to make this. Let's say this is a vault that we can only enter if both players are available, or at least if 2 players are available. Then what you can do is time 1, 2, 3.
3.
Okay.
1,
2, 3. 1. Look at the button. Do not look away. Look at the button. 1, 2, 3. There we go.
Okay.
And now it stays open until on the other side you can press the button and independently control it that way. But that way you can ensure that at least 2 players are there to open the door, I guess. The way this works.
The first time we tried it, it went immediately.
Offline, it worked perfectly, and we did it first try, and then now we have this. I blame you. Where's the end crystal? Oh, I killed it. Never mind.
Oh, you can kill that?
Yeah, that's an entity.
It lives?
Yeah, I mean, very technically, I guess. Anyway, the way this works
That's
is
horrifying.
the button has a very short pulse generator, which is this thing. The comparator activates, and then very close after, the repeater activates, canceling out the comparator. So it's a very short pulse, meaning you need a very short window where both have to be on, as we just very finely demonstrated.
Yeah, specifically the exact same tick.
Pretty much. I don't think it's perfectly same tick, but it's very close anyway. And then they both feed into an AND gate, which then activates a copper bulb, which if you activate if you give a copper bulb a redstone signal, it changes state and it stays on. And then the comparator can read that output, gives it to a NOT gate, gives it to a torch, which is essentially a vertical NOT gate, and then just, controls whether or not the door is open. So yeah, that's the application of the AND gate. Why did you do that?
Felt like it. Let's go on to the next instruction.
Finally, we have an application of the 1-bit memory cell. Let's say you want to store an 8-bit number. This is a way you can do that. Normally, it would look a bit more complicated than this and would be a bit of a larger contraption than this. But it's the same principle. I can input any number and then hit the save button. And there we go. It is saved to the other side, and I can disable this. And as you can see, this one is on, this one off, on. And then let's say I want to save that number, then I can do that. So this is a very, very simple 8-bit register. And that is kind of the point of this mod that I have made, is this mod, especially down the road, this is obviously still very much work in progress. This is just what it's at now. This mod is mainly meant to make computational redstone more accessible to the average person. So it obviously starts off very simple with all the different gates, and it gets more complicated later on. I am planning to add a lot more components, and eventually, maybe, I'm not too sure, I don't know how far this is going to go, but the idea is that you can eventually maybe build a computer with my mod, and then it's a lot simpler than the Turing Complete series that I've been doing. What are you doing? Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Oh, you're still in survival mode.
That's fine.
There you go.
I can do this.
All right. Thanks everyone for watching. Yep, I trapped him in a wall and I'm keeping him there. Hey.
Hello there.
Oh, you ruined my door.
Oh, sorry. My bad. I'll get back into the hole.
Yeah, one sec. Can you step forward?
Sure.
Yep, thank you. I'm gonna put a block there, a block there, a block there, and that one there. Thank you. Thanks everyone for watching. And the link to my mod will be down below in the description. And if you do check it out, make sure you are fully up to date. This is for version 1.21. I think it's Fabric version 1.16, or sorry, 0.16.5, but I'm sure editing me will correct me if I'm wrong. And Fabric API is a requirement, so make sure to download that one as well. Other than that, thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you next time, which will be another video or another mod update if I've updated things. Are you? What are you doing? I'm keeping in the wall. Okay, bye. Is that? Are you being weird because you're in a wall?
Thank you. I was rolling up. Goodbye, everybody.